end is near with Dr. Omega. As the universe begins to rip itself apart, I have a scary story for us today. This one comes directly from our scary stories on Reddit, specifically made by LoneDonut, titled Obsession. As we prepare for the ultimate end, get strapped up, get ready. We are about to dive in to Obsession. I have been trailing him for days, monitoring every little thing he did. When he ate, when he watched on the TV, I even knew when he took a shit. I know everything. Everything but where he was hiding my daughter. She had gotten off the school bus, just a few houses down from where we live. She never came home. For days we searched the entire town, coming together in attempts to find any trace of where she went. But it was as if she had simply vanished. Poof. No longer existing. My husband and I, we were devastated. We blamed each other for her disappearing. He now lives with his mother, and I'm here, alone in this big, empty carcass I used to call home. It was Friday when I first noticed him. I would go to the nearby park every day, looking at the faces of all the children, hoping one of them would be my little girl. We always told her if something happened, and if she couldn't get home, to come here and we'd find her. It had been months now, and the searches had been called off. Everyone gave up. My husband gave up, but I wouldn't. I won't. I know she's still alive, still out there. I had seen the man a few times, and I didn't give him much thought. But that last time, I noticed something I hadn't before. He always had a camera with him. He was always seeming to take photos of the flowers and plant life that decorated the park. A few times, I saw him ask a parent if he could take photos of them playing with their child. The man was young and handsome, so I thought maybe he was going to school for photography. But that last time, I noticed he took a particular interest in a young girl and her mother. The little girl looked a lot like my own daughter, and I couldn't help but notice how close he was getting to her. The photos he was taking seemed to be more of the girl than her mother. I didn't like the way he angled his lens, seeming to zoom in on particular parts of her. Her hair, her face, her legs. He just had this way about him. Something sent off alarms in my head. He shook hands with the mother and then started to leave. That's when I started to follow. Every day since then, I traced his steps, and I'm more sure now that I was at the beginning that he did something to my daughter. He wasn't a student. That was one thing I knew for sure. The photos he took were for personal reasons. He had a job at a paper supply office that he went from 9 to 5. Every day after, he would go to the park and take photos with that dirty camera of his. I noticed a pattern in the children he would photograph. Always girls, always with long brown hair, always with blue eyes, and always at the park with just their mothers. Easy targets, he probably thought. Well, my girl wasn't an easy target. She was alone, helpless, innocent, and he took her away. I've had enough of waiting. I'm outside of his house now. I'm not going to leave until he tells me what he did to her. I brought along some duct tape, pliers, and a handgun. I'll make him talk. I'll make him tell me. I'll find you, Mina, and I'll make him pay. So there you have it. Obsession by LoneDonut. It seems like this man is about to prepare for his ultimate end, for stealing his mother's daughter. Now how funny is that? I guess the end can come in multiple forms, huh? Thank you once again, LoneDonut, for giving me permission to tell the universe one last story. This could be the end. Maybe so, maybe not. But that's the point. You never know when the ultimate conclusion will be upon us. So let's sit back and relax for more stories to come.